Hi all, it's Wise Angel here. I'm attempting another candle making stream. In my pot I've got curry wax, beeswax, and I have got soy wax as well. I had to cut the stream short last night because Milo, my ever faithful, ever loving dog, knocked the wax melter, which is what I'm busy stirring now, and covered me in wax, which had gone all over a new pair of trousers, or as me American buddies call them, pants. So I had to quickly end the stream and get them straight into the wash, which I'm pleased to say my quick wash got the wax straight out. So they are now off. Well, they waxed the trousers, they de-waxed, and they are now in off the washing line because it's been red hot today, so they've been washed and dried. Hello to my one YouTube viewer. So as I said last night, I'm using a wax melter pot. It is safer than all other methods of double boiling in a melter over the pan. It stops the oil from bubbling and frying. You can literally take out the power source and walk over to your over to your receptacle. I've already added some oil, as you can see, into the bottom of here and the sticker. I'll move that out of the way for now. So we have the sticker on. As these are going to go on sale tomorrow at the church, I decided to put stickers on with messages on about the good Lord. So I will trust in the Lord with all my heart. Proverbs 3:5. So I do stand these in a little bit of cold water usually. So the set, because these are recycled plastic from an actual church. And these should actually burn for at least 7 days. So I have 2 already stood in an ice bath. And I'm getting up out of my seat because I don't want Milo knocking the wax over me again. And I'm going to pour this in stages. Going to let it cool because I don't want it to melt the pot that it's in. Because I learnt my lesson last night as I was pouring it into the plastic pots. They were melting very quickly. I do have some beeswax. Get that hair up. Some beeswax wicks. These do help candles burn a little bit longer. If you give me 2 minutes, I will pour some wax into some thicker glass receptacles. Okay, and I will use some stickers. Well, if I can find them on this table. I haven't hidden them. Right, I have hidden them. But I'll probably be able to get away with dipping that in there and standing it in there until it holds. Okay, and these may look like lolly sticks to you. Well, they do to me as well. But I'm reaching down onto the floor. Whoa! This spinny chair is going to be the death of me, I'm sure. But that should keep that in the middle, and it'll also allow me to trim it later as well, because it's also a trimming device. But these also look like lolly sticks. They've got popsicle sticks. They have holes in, so you can put your wax holders in and hold them straight on top of your candles. Okay, I'm just going to do the same with this one. I'm going to fold this over the top as well, and down the side. Out of that bag, Milo. Okay, so now he's over there. I can demonstrate wax pouring simply into there. Right, I am going to add some essential oil, well, perfume oil. What I'm using is from Crafts Fragrances, which I've got on Amazon, and it's not exactly stayed in the centre. I would normally stick it down with a bit of sticky glue, but I'm going to put a few drops of Pirates of the Caribbean oil in here. I'm calling it that because I don't want to get done for copyright from the fragrance company. But I'm sure you'll guess what it is. If I say a word, Johnny was available for the making of this aftershave. Right, so this is going to be a duo of Johnny's. I do like to top these off myself, because there's nothing like getting a candle which isn't filled to the top. There you are. They're done. They'll not take as long as the big candles to cool down, because as you can see, they're starting to, this one in particular is starting to cool down already. I've just put about 6 to 8 drops in each candle. There we are. They are already cooling. So, as I said, I have put around 2 cups of Carax, which is, to the layperson, is either Carax 3658 or stearic acid, or sometimes also referred to as stearin. I have used in the last couple of days a full 500-gram bag of white beeswax, and I already had the soy wax as well. Hi Seri. So the soy wax is already something I already keep in. Sometimes with my candles, I also put a bit of shea butter in as well. The shea butter gives it a lovely fragrance as well. So I'm just going to have a look into the icebox to see if these candles are ready to be topped off from the bottom up, because I don't want any more hot wax lying around. Not where Milo is. I think I'll be only taking 3 candles with me tomorrow. For the simple reason is I've run out of the beeswax. And it's crucial that I use the beeswax as well for the 7-day. I'm going to just get rid of my wax melter. As I was saying, it's crucial that I use the beeswax as well, because it helps with the 7-day burn with the candle. I've done a lot of research into it. So, oh, sorry Milo. I've done a lot of research into the 7-day burn and what makes those candles like that. So, my candle making again is quickly over with for tonight, but we can have some questions and answers if you want. I will be doing more crafty sessions because other subscribers have asked. I know I've lost a subscriber from the 290. But so is life. And I'll just move those candles out of the way off to the side. But as I say, that's life. If they don't like it, well, this is what I choose to do to help out my local church. So I'm moving on to something else now. And you'll see the bottles move up very soon. Because I've had to buy an ice box to keep my fragrance oils cool tomorrow. And hopefully the next batch of oils come in the morning before I get out. Otherwise I'll not be able to give people a good range of what they want. Hi Great Dane. It's science class tonight, darling. I hope you don't mind. I'm just going to go and get my big bottle of water. I always use distilled water for this as well. Sorry if I'm making you feel as if you need the loo. But I'm just grabbing a few fragrance oils and I'll be back with you in a second. Cinnamon, Christmas. Okie doke, I'm back. Milo's gone on the floor because he doesn't like me mucking about with my oils. And boy, is it warm today. You'd think I was sitting in Florida. And I can't get them on. We'll move the meditations to another day if you wish. It doesn't bother me. Monday was just an impromptu pop-up because I'd been asked for some specific healing from one of the channels that I visit. And Chris had asked for some specific healing. I've run out of my base oil that I use, my diffuser oil. So these room sprays I'm going to be doing will be noir, as in the dupe of opium noir or black opium. At least I'm not pouring hot wax on myself tonight with the help of Milo, unlike last night. Tonight it's cold water. It's 11:11 for you, but it's 7:11 for me. So you've noticed they've gone a bit cloudy. The cloudiness will settle eventually. Milo's gone investigating in the kitchen. He's investigating the icebox. I usually print my labels, but I can't find my big labels. So have you all had a good day? it is, I'm not used to the heat that we're having. So it's it's up into the low 80s here at the moment. And Milo's struggling. I'm struggling. So this is how I get my oils in. And the one I'll show you the one I'm using it now. There's 10, 11 drops in it there. So we've got over 11. There you are. This is one of my favourite fragrances. So that's Ghost, or Ghostly, the dupe of. I'll put all of this away just now, and I'll do what I've got planned at 8 o'clock. I've called my church candles what did I call them last night? I know they are memories. Yeah, I've got cooling pads for Milo. He's got fans on all over the house. My mum bought them extra fans yesterday. And sadly, I've had to put them up by 50p as well. It's not because of the size of the bottles. It's because of the price of the product now. The oils have shot up in price. Hi, Jennifer. I've noticed one of the base oils I use, which I can use for the reed diffusers as well. That in between is getting some last week and this week. That's gone up by a few pounds as well. So, and so's the perfumer's alcohol. And that's what's causing the cloudiness when I put it in. So filter that out later. I should have had all this done the other day, but as I said, some of the products didn't come till late last night because of Amazon. When they promised it would come at 7 o'clock yesterday morning, it didn't come till 7 o'clock last night. Oh, thank you. It is a Matland special. Right, smaller. And you can guess what pirate. Yeah, you can guess what me pirate smell is as well. It is linked to Johnny Depp. It's my favourite masculine smell. There we are. I'll show you. This one doesn't smell as good as the other dupes I've used. But it's close, but not as good as the other dupes, which is on its way. It should be here first thing in the morning. I don't know why they're doing it. I don't know why they're putting it up on a weekly basis. I'm only trying to make a little bit of money for charity, i.e. the church. And the church needs every penny we can get at the moment. Especially when it comes to repairing walls and replacing windows. I'll do another couple of days. Because that is a big seller. So believe it or not, anything that smells a bit like Johnny Depp sells, literally flies off my table. But I think tomorrow I'd give anything to be literally inside the church rather than, well, I can only do what I can. And I think I'll share that all between the two. Yeah. Right, that one is now empty. See, if I try a new company, what I do is I only get the 10 ml oil rather than getting the full 100 mils. I use the perfume as alcohol, usually a little bit of it, because it helps dissolve the oil a little bit. And then the distilled hospital water, it helps top off the bottles, but not just that, it will also help with the oil distribution as well. I've watched loads of videos on this over the years, and I've developed my own method as well. But there's no like having something that smells like your idol. And I've been going to bed smelling like Johnny and other people for the last few days. So oh, Wabby's all gone. And I had to learn how to change the subtitles last night on my shorts that I was doing via Restream, because it all came out in Welsh. And I don't have a lot of Welsh viewers, I don't think. So if I do have Welsh viewers, a lot of Welsh viewers, please let me know, and I will endeavour to provide some of me drivel in Welsh. I may even take some oils with me tomorrow. Let them have a sniff, but I'll also take me little aphrodisiac oils with us. I've got Olympus as well, which is an aftershave, but Olympus is the dupe of Invictus, which I'm phasing out because it's not that popular. It's not as popular as Cord and Creed. And I tend to be left with it longer than all the others. No, I haven't. See, I haven't been watching the news, but I know Tommy Robinson, or Stephen Yaxley Lenton as he's otherwise known, has just come out of prison. But there's also the assisted dying bill's gone through narrowly, and there's also another bill that's just gone through. Yes, they are plastic bottles, sorry. I don't use glass. Glass are far too expensive. I'd have to increase my costs even more. And as a lot of older people buy these, I couldn't justify the costs. Also, abortion up into birth has just gone through as well. And that's probably what's sparking these off. Hang on, I will have a look at the news and I will post a link. We're also forecast, as I said, we have an amber or yellow weather warning for the heat wave as it intensifies here in the UK. But we've been told to watch out for some mega thunderstorms, which I predicted way back in January. So I wish our government would listen to humble tarot readers. It doesn't look like the Notting Hill Carnival will go off because it's they've got no money for the security. 8 men arrested near the Iranian embassy in London after altercation protest. I will put the link in for you. This is off the BBC, but the BBC are picking and choosing what they post at the moment. For the simple reason we have another newsreader from the BBC under fire. She is a female, Nagamuncheti, for her behaviour towards her male colleagues. So I saw that on Dan Wootton's show. I was dragged in because I seen her face on his show earlier on, and I thought, oh, I'll pop in and have a look to see what he's mentioning her for. So thanks for bringing that to our attention. I think Jennifer is here in the UK. I'm not too sure. I'm going to have to take these Crocs off. I've got Croc sandals and my feet are sticking to them. Time is it 1:30? I'll do a couple of Creed. This is the company I tend to use most for my products. Hang on. Because they get stuff here faster than Amazon, Temu or anywhere else. I do trust them a lot. Pure Scented is the company. I am not sponsored by them, but they are one of the best companies in the UK. They're based down Kent, I believe. And when they say they're going to get something to you by a certain day and dispatch it on a certain day, they do. Because I've just checked on my PayPal and they have dispatched what I ordered yesterday. I says, how quick can you get it dispatched? And they says, as soon as you're paid, we can get it dispatched. So within a half an hour of his ordering, it was dispatched. And I got the tracking details this morning. So I'll put these away and I'll do that one, the dupe in the morning. The dupe of dupe, which was my late cousin's favourite aftershave. So what I'll do is, if you don't mind, I'll see if I can find Sky News and see what they've got playing at the moment. There we are.
Their talks with the United States, this is a perilous moment, and it is hugely important that we don't see regional escalation of this conflict, and indeed the issues that that would cause for all of us, but also for people at home worried about cost of living at this time. I'll go for the lives and then I'll show you what's happening. Doesn't seem to be showing us anything, but this is one of the things that went on earlier on.
Good morning, live from Westminster on a historic day as MPs prepare to vote on whether to back the controversial assisted dying bill. Protesters have gathered outside Parliament as MPs begin the process of debating the bill in what is one of the most significant legislative events in the Commons for years. Well, proceedings are already underway in the Commons. The bill will either fall today or it will move to the House of Lords, with the vote said to be on a knife edge. Supporters of the bill say it will give terminally ill adults death with dignity, with a new poll suggesting
I'm using the perfume oil, which is very close to the
if it goes through, euphoric, to be honest. Absolutely euphoric.
Perfume.
Just brilliant.
So I'm
Because
using the
anything that stops suffering of any time has got to be a good thing.
When patients come to the doctor in the future, maybe older, maybe disabled, maybe vulnerable in some way, they may be thinking in the future, if this bill goes through, what's the doctor going to say? Is he going to try and keep me alive, or is he going to kill me?
Well, we'll have live coverage of the debates and the reaction to it leading up to that crunch vote later this afternoon. Well, good morning from Westminster, where MPs will vote today on one of the most significant pieces of legislation in years. The assisted dying bill is said to be on a knife edge, with both sides of the debate confident they can win. Now, the controversial bill would give some terminally ill adults the right to end their lives with conditions. And if it passes, it could usher in one of the biggest societal changes since the legalisation of same-sex marriage a decade ago. But the result does hang right now in the balance, with 4 Labour MPs dramatically switching sides just on the eve of the vote. And today the bill will either fall completely or it will move on to the House of Lords. Now, just to run you through the timings, so we're expecting the debate in the Commons to begin shortly, with that crunch vote taking place at around 2:30 this afternoon. Well, let's bring in our political correspondent, Liz Bates, who's been covering this story for us.
The baton
Liz, you have
for the
been
read
absolutely
music as well,
immersed in
but I've just
phoning
run out,
MPs, trying to get a
and
steer on where
I
their heads
wouldn't be
are
able to
at,
get
whether they're
any clear
switching sides or
figures,
not.
well,
What's
till
your
next week now,
instinct now on whether
because
or not
Amazon
it's likely to
took the
pass?
pay,
Well, Sophie, first of all, I think
and
it will be very
I
close, and
hadn't
that is what
realised I'd
MPs on
run
both
out.
sides
I hadn't done the
have been
stock
telling
check
us. The reason that we've been so immersed in these
the
numbers,
other
and it's
day,
quite unusual, is because, of course,
and
every
I thought
Commons
I'd
vote that you and I
keep
would
it in,
usually
put the
report
empty
on
bottle
would be
back
whipped. So the Conservatives
instead
tell their
of
MPs how to
putting
vote,
the empty
the Labour
bottles
Party
in
tell
the
their MPs how
bin.
to vote, all the other
I
parties
didn't.
tell their MPs how to vote. This is a very different type of
So,
vote. It's a free vote, it's a private
and
members bill. Every single
two of the
MP
candles.
has been asked to look at their own morality,
I'll set this video
look at
up
their own
so you can
conscience,
see
and to
the
think about
candles
this on a
now.
personal level. They've reached out, they've spoken to all of their
Right. Oh, yeah, I've took that video off because I don't want to get done for copyright now. But I've got the assisted dying bill. In a way, I agree with it because I don't want people with cancer who is untreatable suffering any longer than they have to. But where do we draw the line on that when doctors are having to play God? Do doctors really need to play God or that? They're going against their Hippocratic oath. How does Ted feel about that? Sorry, going against everything that he holds dear as a doctor. Everything he fought to uphold as a doctor. Right. Those two are practically hard now. They just need to harden up again overnight. I need to get me new lighter. Tyrone has gone out for a walk, so there's no shouting from the voice from beyond. And we can get on with tarot readings and such like in peace and quiet tonight. Right, so I will find some music and I'll go and get myself a drink. And let you listen to the Gregorian chant. While mine will stand on the chair. Okay. Now I've lit that to put it away. I'm not having a fire in the middle of my living room. Okay. Do you want to begin? Oh, it's okay, sorry. I think it's gone out. Isn't it? Tyrone will be back soon, Mario. No, it's gone out. It's definitely gone out this time. No. I'll let this. I'll let that catch itself. And I'll be 2 minutes. How's the weather out in Ontario, Jennifer? Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to see out. Pardon me. I ask for Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Sandalphon, Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Mary, Archangel Raphael, and spirit guides, and angels who guide us into the faith each and every day. I ask that we all draw close to give us love, guidance, and protection. And support us through this stream tonight as we look for guidance while we're using tarot and maybe the pendulum. I also ask for healing prayers to go out to those who are in war-torn lands, those who are a little boost, those who are being persecuted because of their religious beliefs. Those who are having lies spread about them and their business, and also those who are missing that we have found. I ask of Archangel Samuel and the intercessions of Saint Anthony to come forth for families of the missing children, especially Timothy in Florida, who's been missing for a short while. We also ask that the police who have been searching in Prydell for the missing model McCann, that we'll find some answers. At those who are looking for missing children and missing adults around the world, that we'll find closure for their family members. I also ask for healing for our channel family member, Chris, who is dealing with cancer right now. I also ask those friends and family members of the channel whose own family members are struggling with this disease, that they are given support and healing when they battle cancer. Blessed are the angels who walk amongst us each and every day, guiding us and keeping us safe from harm, and healing us of our ills, as it is above, as it is below, and as it always shall be. Amen. Okay, and I'm going up. Oh, you've gone out again, matey. Right. You've been a good boy going in and out there. Oh, just need to set myself a light. Never mind the incense. Okay. I've got the myrrh incense burning. I'll just let the flame go out. Because the other night, Jennifer, when I didn't put the flame out, it set the smoke alarms off in the house. Well, I haven't got my son in the house tonight to put the flames out. So, well, to put the smoke alarms off. Anyway, not the flames out, and put the flames off myself. Okay. So, we're all protected. And here's a channel card. New beginnings. So, the Ace of Wands is bringing new beginnings from this deck. Okay. I've brought the camera back close because I had it at the other side and nobody could see the pictures. So the Ace of Wands, or it looks like a club, you get Ace of Clubs or whatever. And it's around the full moon. So here we have, as I said, the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is a powerful card bringing new beginnings to the person or persons who are looking at new jobs, a new relationship, or a new friendship. So if they're moving on for a new friendship and or a new partner in life, or a new business partner maybe, now is the time in the next 3 to 6 months, I'd say, and possibly for an Aryan, it's time for them to move on to pastures new. If you are, I was going to say, ruled by Jupiter, if your planet is Jupiter, I'm being told, watch out for the Sagittarius. Just watch out for the Sagittarius, who will cause a disagreement with this Five of Wands. So we're going to have all kinds of shenanigans with that Jupiter, causing a few little shenanigans as it goes into a retrograding thing with this, specifically with that Sagittarian. We have Temperance. Temperance, I'm being shouted at, is a Virgo. Is a Virgo lady today, or Virgo gentleman. Temperance is saying, look, it's time to put those arguments to one side. Time to just sit back and say, and have some serenity. Okay? Be serene, be at one with nature, and have a little bit of thought for yourself. Spend some time on your own. The Queen of Cups. This is the Gemini communication. You need to be supportive of someone, or you need to accept the support of someone else. You've been feeling a bit low right now, Gemini. You've been pulled to and fro, and yeah, you're living up to the standard remark anyone would make about your star sign or zodiac sign, that you're two-faced. You're not. You just don't know which way to turn, and you're just crying out for that little bit of love and support. Tell them, I'm here, I'm me, and I want that support. Okay, where am I going now? I think it's Leo. Leo, the Hermit. You're going to have a little bit of a period of spiritual enlightenment. So you're going to need a little bit of time where you, again, just like Temperance, you need a bit of rest, relaxation, and go in on yourself and possibly meditate and have that massage that you've been putting off. That massage might put things right. Pisces, you are going to move into a period of collaboration with someone, and it'll help bring a little bit of money your way. But be wary of that Virgo. That Virgo can be really bad for you right now. Okay, Two of Swords. Libra, you're at a crossroads. Just watch out for that lack of balance. You might feel it within your health. You might feel a bit bit dizzy. Or you may feel the world's just spinning and you're just standing still. It's time for you to make that decision that you've been putting off and move forward. There may also be a proposal of sorts come your way. Just be careful. Scorpio, Heartbreak Hotel. You've gone through a lot of heartbreak recently. This is the Three of Swords. You've gone through a lot of heartbreak recently, and there will be a transitional period where you can transform, unfurl your wings like a little butterfly and just soar up to the sky. But it's time to make amends with those who have done you wrong. Someone who was very, very close to you. And time, I'm here, and time is of the essence. And I've got two songs. As time goes by, and I've got Frank Sinatra. I Did It My Way. That song gave me pain in the heart. We have the Ten of Wands coming out for Sagittarius. Burdens lifted, then burdens shared. You need to share the burdens with others, otherwise it's going to pull you deep back into that depression that you've been in, the big funk. It's now time for you to move forward. So share a burden. A trouble shared is a trouble halved. I may have gotten that phrase around the wrong way. And I don't know what Milo's up to, but Milo's running around the house like a lunatic at the moment. I've got Nine of Pentacles for Capricorn. They need a little bit of comfort right now, whether it be monetary comfort or comfort in their own home or comfort in their own skin. Someone's not feeling comfort in their own skin. Give me 2 minutes. I'll get this monster in. Milo, come on. Capricorn isn't feeling comfortable in their own skin, and if they're not feeling comfortable in their own skin, they let people know about it. Aquarius, we've got the Six of Swords. There's a lot of swords coming out tonight. They're going to feel a bit of movement around the house, a bit of movement in family ties, and they could be also going on a journey across the seas, maybe a Christmas time holiday. And Pisces, Aries, we have the Moon, a Major Arcana card. We've had a couple of Major Arcanas out already, but the Moon for Aries, who were all about their appearances, they've misinterpreted something. And when they misinterpret something, they're so hard-headed and butt horns with people. It's unbelievable. They never forgive and forget. They hold on to every little fact. And they are misinterpreting a fact right now that can cause a hell of a lot of bother for themselves. They need to sit down and take stock. Okay. Cancer. we have victory. You're going to have Cancerians are going to have victory over someone or something. A project is going to come to fruition, and it's going to be a big success, and they're going to be recognised for it. Not that the shy and retiring Cancerian wants this, because they don't like to take the full recognition for everything. They like to be shy, retiring, and let the others take it. But no, they're going to have to take this recognition for this project. Integrity and justice for Taurus. Someone's done a Taurus real bad, and they're going to get that justice. And when this I've just had something flash on my screen and then go off. So unless I'm up to me 2 hours, but I don't know. I think Milo's just heard my son coming home. Yeah, well, they're going to get that just desserts, sorry. Justice will be done. Right. I will be back tomorrow night, I promise. Things are just about to get wild in here with Milo. So I'm going to have to love yous and leave yous and thank yous for coming along. And I will see yous tomorrow night. And we'll have another live session tomorrow night. That's if I don't fall asleep. He's gone upstairs, Siri. And I think he's taken the marauding monster with him. So I will see you all tomorrow. Hopefully we have a few more. Okay, so I'll see you then. Bye bye for now.